This house wasn't just built to be beautiful. It was built as a physical protest against the machine-made world, where every hand-cut timber has a story to tell. To look closely at these walls, these hand-cut timbers, and the subtle imperfections in every tile, is to look not merely at traditional design, but at a physical movement. To truly understand why these homes feel so deeply grounding today, we have to look back to the exact moment when human hands were almost replaced by machines. Chapter 1. The Rebellion Against the Industrial World. In the late 19th century, between 1880 and 1914, as smoke from coal fires choked Britain's rapidly growing industrial cities, a quiet revolution took root in the rolling hills of the English countryside. The arts and crafts movement was born not merely as a design trend, but as a desperate stand to save the human touch from being lost to factory mass production and synthetic modern life. Thinkers like John Ruskin and William Morris championed a return to the human hand, urging architects to build structures that honored natural materials, local heritage, and honest craftsmanship. Morris famously declared in 1880, "Have nothing in your houses that you do not know to be useful or believe to be beautiful." The historic home that stands in this rural landscape is a living artifact of that radical philosophy, offering a timeless refuge where architecture exists in perfect harmony with nature. From a distance, the home does not command attention through sheer scale or aggressive grandeur. Instead, it seems to grow organically out of the surrounding terrain, framed by wild hedgerows and ancient oak trees. The English arts and crafts style rejected the rigid symmetry and imported marble of Victorian formal mansions, favoring indigenous materials gathered within a strict 5 to 10 mile radius of the building site, literally sourced from the surrounding landscape. Local fieldstone forms the foundation, while hand-cut oak timber cladding and hand-mold roof tiles allow the structure to settle into the earth as though it has belonged to the landscape for centuries. Every exterior line reflects a commitment to regional character, where local climate and geology dictate the very shape of the rooflines, gables, and stone walls. The exterior woodwork reveals the core principle of arts and crafts architecture, structural honesty, or simply put, proudly showing off the artisan's work, rather than hiding joints, pegs, and timber beams beneath decorative plaster or paint. The builders exposed every construction choice for the world to see. Exposed mortise and tenon joinery, unvarnished oak lintels, and thick stone buttresses give the home a grounded, enduring authority. The windows, often leaded casements with hundreds of individual hand-cut glass panes set within deep stone frames, are arranged not for artificial symmetry, but precisely where needed to capture every shifting angle of Northern European daylight. In this philosophy, the facade is not a mask worn to impress passers-by, but a direct reflection of the sanctuary built within. Chapter 2. Craftsmanship as a Philosophy of Living. Crossing the threshold brings an immediate shift in human perception, as the architectural volume compresses to create an atmosphere of security and refuge. In classic arts and crafts planning, entryways were deliberately built with lower 6.5-foot ceilings and rich, dark timbering to evoke the warmth of an ancient hall. The air carries the distinct scent of seasoned oak, beeswax, and aged stone, materials that gather a deep patina over generations rather than wearing away. Every corner of the entry corridor reinforces the idea that domestic life should be framed by human touch rather than mechanical perfection. The heart of the ground floor belongs to the great hearth, an element considered by arts and crafts designers to be the spiritual center of the home. Crafted from massive, 4-foot-thick slabs of locally quarried sandstone or hand-fired terracotta bricks. The fireplace is integrated directly into the structure of the wall. It is flanked by built-in Inglenook seating. Intimate subrooms created specifically for quiet evening conversation, reading, and protection against the cold winter drafts of the English hills. The hearth is a masterclass in functional art, where utility and emotional resonance become indistinguishable. Moving through the interior spaces. Thousands of hours of hand joinery tell a continuous story of patient labor and mathematical proportion. Banisters curve smoothly underhand. Staircases display visible dovetail joints. And iron hardware carries subtle hammer marks, left deliberately by artisans to prove the metal was shaped by hand, not stamped by a machine, rather than relying on freestanding furniture imported from elsewhere. Arts and crafts architects designed built-in bookcases, window seats, and sideboards directly into the home's timber bones. This total integration of architecture and furniture ensured that the interior maintained a cohesive, peaceful rhythm, free from clutter and artificial ornament. The decorative details draw their inspiration directly from the flora and fauna of the surrounding fields. Hand-block printed wallpaper patterns, carved wooden friezes, and leaded glass inserts feature stylized representations of native brambles, acorns, wild roses, and forest birds. These motifs were never intended to be loud statements of wealth, but subtle reminders of the natural world waiting just outside the window pane. Light filtering through hand-blown glass creates soft, irregular shadows across the plaster walls, ensuring that the visual experience of the interior changes constantly from dawn until golden hour. Chapter 3: The Symbiosis of House and Landscape. In the architectural philosophy of the English countryside, a house can never be evaluated separately from the ground it sits upon. For the home to truly breathe, the garden was designed to be its lungs. The grounds surrounding a historic arts and crafts home are meticulously structured to bridge the gap between human shelter and wild nature. Formal stone terraces lead down to informal cottage gardens, where herbaceous borders, climbing roses, and gravel pathways guide the eye gently toward the open fields beyond. Fences, dry stone walls, and timber pergolas serve as architectural extensions of the house, weaving the building into the surrounding environment until the boundary between inside and outside becomes beautifully blurred. As afternoon turns to dusk, the true magic of this historic architecture reveals itself in full clarity. Sunlight striking the leaded windows turns the glass into glowing lanterns, casting long shadows across the timbered gables and hand-laid stone pathways. The design does not rely on transient trends or modern speed. It relies on enduring proportions, structural integrity, and deep respect for the land. To study a historic arts and crafts home in the English countryside is to understand that true luxury lies not in ostentation, but in care, patience, and the quiet dignity of human craftsmanship that lasts through the centuries.